Hi, this is the last of the three of videos concerning my new definition of corporatist. We just jump back into it quickly. My new definition, person who acts to serve the interests of big corporations, and the new addition today is even when they don't have to. And in this video, we're going to look at independent YouTube media, and we're going to look at the fraud squad. And the question is, did they have to force the vote? And did the independent media have to force the vote? And did the fraud squad have to not do it yesterday? Before I jump into those two groups, I just want to say, isn't it obvious who is happiest today? Who is popping open corks to 50-year-old Chablis and celebrating? Yeah, it's the CEOs and investors of the health insurance industry and the pharmaceuticals. They dodged a bullet yesterday, and they couldn't be happier. They couldn't be happier. So, and who made it happen? Who brought that day of joy to these evildoers? Well, Franco, Bruno Franco, who I've discovered through this Force the Vote, Frank Analysis set off a Twitter crap storm with this tweet. He says, "Mask off of neo-libs pretending to be progressive." And he lists the TYT people and Majority Report people, Jacobin Magazine people, even David Pacman. I think David Sirota was a bit unfair, and he's like that Ben Spiegelman guy, who are just kind of extremely cautious people. But I think they sort of supported Force the Vote. You could see one of the responses down here from Jamie Elizabeth of Majority Report. She responds, "I'm literally a communist, you idiot." Which just goes to say that, I've said this before, I don't like the word neoliberal. Neo, new, liberal means open to new things, and neither of those are pejorative on their face. Now, the word neoliberal, is seen as pejorative, and Franco had a good tweet defining it. But that definition wasn't far off my definition of corporatist. And I just would urge the left to start using the word corporatist, because there's no doubt that's a pejorative. It's negative. And the thing about a communist can still serve the interests of the big corporations, even when she doesn't have to, which is, I think, exactly what Jamie Elizabeth did, whether or not she's a communist. Now, over to the squad, there was...
Tested and withhold their vote for Pelosi for speakership unless Medicare for All gets brought to the floor for a vote. They will be revealing themselves that power concedes nothing without a demand. Now let me show people how she responded to you. She said...
So what this video is about, you see December 12th, Jimmy Dore interviewing Justin Jackson, the NFL football player, and just showing how AOC's responses to Justin Jackson about why she opposed Force the Vote were all disingenuous. And when you're given disingenuous answers to this question of Force the Vote, you're not given a good... You're not shown that you don't have to. You're not showing that you have to serve these, happy corporations. And so this is why we're upset with AOC today. She never gave a single good reason why she had to serve the interest of the corporations. Same thing with The Hill and Jamal Bowman.
Something looking ahead at that you're both going to have to vote on, which is the Speaker of the House, Congresswoman.
And in this video, both Cori Bush and Bowman hint that they support Force the Vote. They didn't yesterday. They didn't. And then here's Ilhan Omar, same thing. Tweet, 'twas the night before Christmas, and Ilhan gave a head fake that she was supporting, Force the Vote. She didn't. in my opinion, none of them had to serve the interests of the corporations.